Previously on Dice Versa.
What the hell are you doing here? These folk want to help us out. My name is Rendell Tace. I'm in charge of the storeroom.
Abrita sent us over. She wanted to check and make sure you were okay.
You open the file to see a bird's eye photo of Madelon's landing, and there's red handwriting scrawled in various places on the photo. That's the garrison. This should be, obviously, the last step. So cemetery, this one might be a little dangerous. There's a perimeter patrol, and it's a pretty good spot to get a drop on them.
What is this thing here? Car trap?
Oh, that's our hobgar trap, yeah. Basically, it's a cage on a big-ass pole up in the sky. Think about the chaos we could unleash if we open that trap.
I think that ambush is not a bad idea. We could wait, rest up, prepare an ambush. Once we've done that, we can come back, let out those monkeys, and then maybe go help out with that moisture collector.
You arrive at the cemetery, and it's very quiet. There's nobody within sight as you get over here. The cemetery itself is fairly small, in a clearing that has been hacked out of the forest. There's only a few headstones and a heavy iron fence that mark the area, and there's a gravel trail that leads from west to east that passes the cemetery, and it's covered in fallen leaves, and there's a thick mist that hangs over the graves.
Can I tell if the patrols enter the cemetery, or do they just simply walk past?
Make a survival check.
I can do that. 12?
You know from Ukko seeing them that they go from west to east, but it's hard to see if there's any like footprints or anything that go up into the graveyard itself.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. I would like to attach the wire to the westernmost gate and have Ukko hold the wire, so that way, since he's the strongest, he can hopefully just pull the door open and swing it, and then use the wire to trip one and maybe hit the other one with the gate.
Okay, so you want to attach it so that when he pulls it, the door will open?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that, no problem.
And then that way we can lay an ambush. Ukko can maybe hide in the nearby shrubbery.
So it's worth saying, as you are just sort of scouting out this area, if you were to be inside of the graveyard itself, you would be very obscured.
I would like to do that.
What about the shrubbery here?
I mean, you're still obscured, but it's less of a good hiding spot than behind the fence.
Gotcha.
Like chain link, we can see through it, or is it...
It's a wrought iron fence, so yes, you can see through it, but between the fog and the fence, it provides a pretty good hiding spot.
Yeah, I would also like to hide in the cemetery.
Are you guys sticking with this plan of Ukko being in the bushes?
Yeah, I think it'll be just fine. The melee will be right up close. I can trip and stab. We'll just pick them off real easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys set up this ambush, tying the wire to the bottom corner of the left gate, and Ukko, you get into the bushes holding this wire, waiting for the patrol to come by.
Would have made sure it was like a little bit under the dirt.
Yeah, under the dirt and leaves.
Yeah, so I can...
You do that, and after about 45 minutes pass, you hear some footsteps coming from the west.
I would like to stealth.
I think we all want to do that.
I will stealth as well. I'm just hoping to have...
Is advantage a thing?
Nope, but you do have a bonus if you are inside of the cemetery.
What if I'm, like, you know, hiding in the trees?
You also have a bonus, but not as good of one.
Okay. Just roll well. I rolled an 11, by the way.
13.
Hey.
And a 19 for Mishka.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, versus their perceptions, which I already rolled. So the patrol arrives, walking from the west, and you see 3 of them as they make their way down the path. And none of them are really paying much attention as they're talking with each other and joking. You don't understand what they're saying because they're speaking in Azlanti, but they are laughing and just sort of grab-assing with each other as they walk down this path. Once they get here, to this spot in front of the western gate, Ukko, you spring the trap, pulling the door open. The one closest to the gate gets just smacked right in the face as they get hit in the face with the gate, grabbing their nose as a spurt of blood comes rushing out of it. And the one who is in front but further away from the gate just trips, falling face first onto the ground.
Hell yeah, boy.
So, Ukko, go ahead and it's going to hit already, so just roll a d6 to see how much damage you do with the gate.
4.
4 damage. Mishka and Nevessa, you are in a surprise round.
And I run up to the prone one, and I would like to sink my knife into him.
Okay, and you are flanking him with Ukko, so you get a +2 on the attack roll.
Oh, dope.
Trick attack succeeds. Where do you keep your knife? Is it like on your hip or your boot?
It's on his belt on the back.
Okay, so you pull it out of its sheath on the back of your belt and just stab it into the soldier who is on the ground for a total of 3 damage.
I'm going to use my Get 'em ability. So Nevessa will kind of like psychically project to her team. The guy with the nosebleed might be in the weakest state. And then I'm going to attempt to do a shoot at the guy I marked. So I got a 16 on my attack roll.
That connects as you let loose a laser blast, hitting him for 2 damage.
Pew pew.
And he goes staggering even further back as he gets splashed with the fire laser.
Surprise, boys. Mishka would like to do another trick attack against the one that's grounded. Just sinks his knife into him and just kind of takes it out and tries to sink it back in there.
Just stabbing him on the ground.
Yep.
Ran over and just started like just prison shanking him.
Hey, that's another 20 to the trick attack. And it's a 6, but +4, so 10.
Let's see, he's flanked, so that's +2, and he's prone, so that's +4, so +6. So the trick attack succeeds, and...
so that means he's also flat-footed.
And he's flat-footed.
So that's another +2.
Which brings it up to 14, which is just enough to hit.
Hey.
+8 on this attack.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, it's just enough to hit as you pull the knife out of the back of the soldier and just plunge it back in as he tries to roll out of the way but fails to do so for a total of 4 damage.
Alright, Ukko's gonna scoot a little bit so that guy in the back doesn't have a chance to really run away. Yeah, I'm gonna stab the guy that's on the ground. We'll get rid of one, and then if that guy tries to get away, I can swing at him too. Alright, so Ukko takes his tactical pike and just big old overreaching stab with his huge arms and stabs it towards the prone feller. That's a 12, I think, but it goes up because flank?
Yes, that is a 12 to hit, but it gets upgraded to a 16 because he's still prone, which hits for a total of 10 damage.
Ooh.
Once again, Ukko, you just take your pike and just shove it just straight through the back of the neck.
I'm just like shaking him in the chest, and Ukko just, this is how you stab people.
Yeah, and you just see his pike come jutting out of the soldier's neck and just falls to the ground dead.
And if permitted, he'll totally point that bloody pike at these other guys.
Sure.
And just be like, give up or die.
The one with the bloody nose scrambles to pull his rifle up to his shoulder and tries to take a shot at you, Ukko. So anybody who is in melee range can take an attack of opportunity on him.
I will hella do that.
You know what? I'll do it too. So 21 to hit, 12 damage.
Holy shit.
I think a 7 misses.
7 does indeed miss, even with the +1 on it. But that doesn't matter, because that 12 is more than enough as you point your pike at him. He goes to shoot you, and you just say, nope, and
just stab him through.
Just straight through the face. And he also slumps to the ground dead.
I feel cool.
Mishka went to stab him, but he was gone.
Yeah. And now, once again, and you, to the last one.
He's like, and takes a step back to disengage, and he starts booking it.
Well, I'll use my move action to mark him with a get him. Then I'll just do another shoot.
Oh, man.
That's a natural 1.
Retro.
You and these natural ones. You did that last session, too, if you don't remember. Again, you pull the trigger and click, the battery pack falls out. Something's wrong with this pistol.
Just like, what the hell? I just bought this.
It's mostly decorative. She bought it just to, like, discourage people from attacking her. She's not necessarily, like, good with it.
Yeah, it's all part of her plan.
She just keeps pushing the eject button on the gun. She thinks it's the shoot.
Like, safety off. Oh, damn it, that was the clip release.
Yeah. Mishka going to trick attack. So he's going to jump over the fence, get close-ish, and give him a little shoot with his pistol. 10 plus the 1 from get him.
That misses as you take a shot. The bullet flies past him over the shoulder, and you see that he has his hand up against his helmet, like he is sending a comm to somebody. Alright, Ukko. I left the soldier's token on the screen so you guys can see him, but if you want to hit him with your melee, you are gonna have to chase him down a little bit.
Boop, there you go. Now he's in reach. Oh wait, you know what? Just to be safe, I'll actually technically do one more off screen if I'm able.
Sure.
Just like that.
Okay, just get right up on him.
Yeah, so even if he disengages, I'll be able to take another swing.
Sure.
And I will swing at him with my pike. Yeah! That is a 12 to hit.
+1 from get him, 13 to hit, which meets his armor class. You connect.
Woo!
Hey.
Hitting for 10 damage.
10 piercing damage.
Jeez.
In his back as he's running away.
And I just go, coward!
And he tries to disengage and run away again. So you can go ahead and
swing again. Oh, 23.
23 for 7 damage.
Yeah.
That connects as you put him down. And he says, "Come."
Did he say that in the common?
No, you don't know what he was saying.
Okay.
So I pull out my pike and I smile at Mishka, just like,
easy.
Maybe let's hide these bodies, yeah?
Nevessa kind of fumbles with her battery pack and puts it back in her gun. It's like, it did look like he was trying to contact someone, so should we get out of here?
Well, we could wait and see if someone shows up, too. I mean, if they did call for someone.
We can hide the bodies and reset the trap.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Well, let's hide these bodies, that's for sure. Drag them off into the forest over there. Or put them in the cemetery, that'd be funny. No, that's disrespectful. Put them in the bushes.
Yeah, so we'll move the bodies out of view, throw them in the jungle, and Mishka will try to cover up the blood, just throw dirt and leaves over it so that it covers up any signs of carnage from Ukko.
Yeah, you guys remove the bodies. Into the foliage they go.
a little deeper than I was hiding. So they're not easily spotted.
I'll say you put them like on the far side of the cemetery up in the main part of the forest.
Yeah.
I imagine Ukko just kind of like shot puts the bodies like into the jungle.
Yeet!
Yeah.
Yeet!
He's not that big.
Yeet!
I grab their feet and spin around and throw them like Mario and Bowser.
What is this dragonkin word you keep speaking, Yeet? Does it mean something?
It's a Triaxian word. You wouldn't understand, but it means to throw with great force. And reckless abandon. Yeet!
Interesting.
It's a good word. I like it. Eat.
Maybe we should send someone back to Abretta and just check in. I don't really know. We don't know if they're coming this way or if they got even a comms out. They were just, I don't know. We
Well.
could just be sitting here waiting for who knows how long and nothing comes. It might actually just be better to move on to our next objective and just keep going. If anything, that'll have some troops way out here while we're doing stuff in the town,
Ooh.
you know?
That is a good point.
I like that.
Yes, let's go to our next objective.
Sound reasoning there, Ukko.
Yeah, I have good ideas.
You do. I agree.
Tell anyone who says otherwise that they're wrong, and I'll gut them.
Well, let's save the gutting for the Azlanti, yeah? Let's go. So we're going to sneak, I guess, somewhere in between the monkey trap and the moisture collector, and maybe see if there's any movements towards the cemetery. And if there are movements towards the cemetery, hit the moisture collector. And if not, hit the monkey trap.
If you guys are trying to be stealthy, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Stealth roll? Can we cut through the foliage instead of using the path, so that way if they do come through the path, we don't run into them?
You guys can cut through the foliage if you want to, but it's going to slow you guys down a bit.
Either way, I got a 9 for my stealth, which isn't a surprise.
Not a 0.
That's not a 0.
Oh, good, I got a 14. I said in character for some reason.
So yeah, you guys cut through the foliage and emerge out onto the other side, sort of closer towards the garrison.
We'll hide out by any nearby buildings, try to stay out of sight.
Okay, and go ahead and roll perception checks.
Woo! 21, baby.
17, baby.
15. That's not bad.
Through the fog, you don't see any movement, really, and you don't hear anything other than the hobgars making quite a ruckus in their trap a few hundred yards away.
Maybe they didn't get the message out. All right, let's take a look at this trap.
Okay.
So you make your way towards the center of camp, towards the hobgar trap. As you are coming up to this hobgar trap, you do indeed see that it is a 30-foot pole that rises straight up into the air, and atop it is a cage that is nearly obscured completely by the fog. But you can see that it's a pretty wide cage, and on the bottom there's a small angled opening, and inside of the cage you can see at least a dozen of the little hobgars in there just like throwing a tantrum. Every single one of them, rattling the bars of the cage, and as they rattle it, you see like little sparks of electricity shooting off of it.
Interesting.
And as you guys get closer, you can see that there are handholds up and down the length of the pole that you could use to climb up. And at the very top, on the bottom of the cage, there's a small, looks like a control panel or something. And as you get closer, the hobgars grow even more agitated, and you see arcs of electricity start shooting off of some of the creatures, like out of their chests almost, and it arcs down towards you, but it stops maybe 10 feet away from you.
Well, alright, if you guys want, you two can head to the moisture collector. I can just fly up and let them out, and I'll meet you over there. What do you think?
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I think we should at least stay in shouting distance in case anything goes sideways.
Yeah, but I don't want these monkeys coming after you. I'll be in the sky, so I ain't too worried, but...
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I'm saying we should stay close enough until we know that you've released the monkeys, and at that point, we take off.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Just so you know, for reference, it's about 400 feet from the trap to the moisture collector.
A little bit of a run.
Mm-hmm.
And how far away are Nevessa and Mishka staying away from the trap?
I think here is good, 80-ish feet.
Get behind one of the buildings, stay out of sight, so these monkeys just go for whoever else. They're gonna start flying all about.
I'm gonna hide in the green over here, and I'm gonna take out my sniper rifle and keep an eye on Ukko and the surroundings.
Alright, Ukko, you start heading over towards the hobgar cage. Once you get in range, you start taking flight towards it. As you're getting up towards it, the hobgars snap their attention over towards you. 3 of them shoot off electric arcs towards you. 2 of these arcs hit you, just splashing against your dragon scales, hitting you for 2 damage.
Okay, that's not so bad.
So you fly the rest of the way, getting up right underneath it, and another barrage of electricity comes jolting out of the cage towards you, hitting you again for another 2 damage as a couple more splash against you. You come up underneath the cage and you see this control panel. Go ahead and make a computer's check to see how well you can figure out how to use it.
I'm not trained, so I technically can't. So forget that 7.
Oh boy.
You look at it and you're like,
fuck it. And I'm gonna take my pike and just stab the damn thing. 16 to hit. 9 piercing damage.
You stab the control panel, and it sparks and sizzles, and the Hobgars go absolutely crazy. And in the next second, the bottom of the trap just opens up, and all of the Hobgars fall out and begin scattering around the camp, except for 4 of them.
Oh boy.
That fall directly to the ground and just start jumping and trying to grab you out of the air.
And I'm 30 feet up.
Yeah, they start climbing the pole to get up to you, letting loose another couple barrages of electricity. Mm-hmm. The first one hits you for 2 damage.
Ow.
And the second one just barely misses as you flap backwards and out of the way.
Woo!
So now you are able to disengage if you would like to.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and just fly up and away a bit so that they can't reach me.
As you fly away, they sort of lose interest and also turn and start running towards the garrison.
Perfect! Hey, I fly back a little scorched and sizzled, but like, nailed it.
Good job.
Just as I knew it would go.
Alright, why don't you take a quick breather and then we'll go towards the moisture collector.
Good idea.
Let's go into the warehouse real quick.
You guys duck into the warehouse to catch your breath. 10 minutes pass, and you guys regain your composure and step back out into the settlement. Let's get some perception checks.
Right, that's a 10.
Ukko got a 13.
Navessa also got a 13.
As you guys step out and begin making your way towards the moisture collector, you suddenly hear a buzzing noise coming from somewhere up in the sky. In the next moment, 2 drones come buzzing out of the sky, diving towards you. Roll initiative.
Well, farts.
Good thing we rested, shit.
Navessa, you are up first as these drones come diving out of the sky towards you.
I'm going to mark the closest one with get him and try to shoot it with a 2.
Oh my god, you poor kid.
Or should I say a 3?
Whoa.
Your gun fires this time and the battery pack does not fall out of it, but it's not a very good shot.
Maybe I'll show you how to use that thing later on, eh?
Yeah, that's great.
Ukko will fly up, diagonal style.
They're about 20 feet up in the air right now.
It's 20 feet up? How high is this roof?
The roof is about 10, 15 feet up.
Oh, then I'll do that. I'll just fly up to the roof,
Okay.
and then I can reach it from there.
Okay.
Ukko stabs with his pike. With a 23.
You mean a 24?
Boys.
6 piercing damage. Or 24 for 6 piercing damage.
That connects as you sort of thwack it out of the air a little bit, and it takes a second to restabilize itself.
An old lady with her broom swatting at a drone.
Exactly.
Mishka will do, or he'll dash forward running along the walls and take out his pistol and take a shot at the one that Ukko is harassing using trick attack. I don't know if the trick attack can crit. It says it did.
I don't think trick attack crits.
Okay, then 19 to hit for a total of 4 damage. Or I guess 20 to hit, sorry.
That also connects as you take a shot at it as it's stabilizing and just throw it off kilter once again as it whirls through the air and tries its best to stabilize again, and it finally gets its bearings. And you see almost looks like a t-shirt launcher start aiming towards you guys, and a canister comes flying out. Ukko, make your opportunity attack.
Yeah. That's an 8-9 to hit.
That misses as, yes, it fires this canister that lands right in between Mishka and Navessa. I need both of you to make reflex saves.
Oh. Fuck. That's a natural 1 for Mishka.
13 for Navessa.
Mishka, you become entangled as, just like Nevessa's sticky bomb grenade, this one erupts and that sticky foam comes spreading out, enveloping your legs. Hot. Nevessa, you're able to see it coming right at the last second and step out of the way, avoiding it. And the drone zips over and hovers just above you, Mishka.
Cool.
The second one lets loose a couple shots at you as you're entangled.
At me?
At you. Hitting you. The first shot critting you as you are caught off guard, hitting you for 8 damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Shit!
Mishka collapses to the ground as the second shot whizzes past, hitting where you were standing just a second ago. Luckily, you fell to the ground and it didn't hit you, but you are unconscious.
Marp.
I'm going to use my move action to re-up my get 'em on the previously marked guy. And then Nevessa is going to attempt to shoot again. Well, it's getting slowly better. It's a 6 this time.
You take another shot and it misses.
All right. Well,
Ukko flies off the roof towards this previously damaged one with a 15 athletics to grapple it. Just
And it dives out of the way as it sees you coming, but you still manage to just grab it, palming it like a basketball in your big meaty paw.
now dunk it.
Can I move down with it or stay in the air by holding it?
You land holding it in your hand.
Cool, I'll take it.
Mishka, you can spend a number of resolve points equal to 1/4 of your maximum in order to immediately stabilize.
1/4, so 5.
So it would be 1.
Yes.
Because it's rounding down. Okay, so you stabilize. So next round you can spend another 1 at the start of your turn to get back up.
Okay, I'm still at 0, I'm just not dying.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, level 1 sucks.
Yep. The drone that you have grappled, Ukko, tries to wiggle out of your grasp, but you manage to hang on to it, clutching it tightly. And the other one, you see that t-shirt cannon point in your direction, Ukko. Another sticky bomb grenade comes flying out, landing a little ways away from you, but the edge of the foam is still creeping up on you. Make a reflex save.
11.
You get entangled in that sticky, icky foam as it spreads across your feet as you're trying to keep this drone from wrestling itself free from you. The one that just shot you with the grenade comes buzzing over.
Ukko seems to have that one, so Nevessa's going to get the one closest to her with get 'em, and maybe now that it's a closer target, she might hit something. Hey! That's an 18 to hit for a whopping 1 damage.
Hey!
You got there, everybody.
You did it!
Hey.
As this laser bolt splashes against the metal plating of the drone, and it sort of wavers in the air very slightly, but does not look too worse for wear.
You did a hit.
You did it!
I look excitedly over and like Mishka's down and unconscious and Ukko is busy grappling with the drone and it's like, okay, well, at least I knew I hit it.
I'm proud of me.
Oh god. Ukko is going to stab the grappled thing with his pike.
I imagine Ukko is just like slamming it into his pike.
Come on, stab already!
Yes, that is exactly what you do. You just like making a shish kebab, you just slam it onto the end of your pike, and it spurts and sputters with sparks, and then just...
Throw it to the ground.
Mishka will spend a resolve to stop dying.
Alright, yeah, you snap awake from being unconscious, look around, seeing that one of the drones has been dealt with.
Ripping out some fur as you pull your face from the sticky foam. My whiskers!
Mishka's gonna take 2 shots at it. Nope.
Yeah. just like very weakly from the ground, not really standing. With the arm that you're lying on, you just let loose 2 shots and they just clang against the metal building on the other side of the drone. And the drone turns and just goes to slam itself into you, Ukko.
Okay. You're getting headbutted by a drone.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound...
Did Ukko just get crit?
As you were like struggling to rip your legs out of the foam, the drone just like goes up into the air, zooms back around, and just like across your face, like you're getting punched, just hitting you once for 9 damage.
Oh shit!
Coming around again, the other side, another 9 damage as you just get knocked unconscious by this drone.
Oh shit! Oh god!
Well,
I think we found the boss of the Azlanti.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, Ukko went down. He's like got a broken jaw now and bleeding out from the face.
Needs 2 eye patches now.
Ukko, as you get knocked unconscious and your vision fades to black, you feel like you hear like a faint voice in the back of your mind. And as your vision fades darker and darker, and you can no longer see the foggy settlement around you, you hear, Bronte. Sergeant Bronte. Ukko, pay attention. This is exactly what we're talking about, Sergeant Bronte. You're distracted, undependable. It's becoming an issue. Look, I won't lie to you. I won't say that I understand your pain. But it's been 5 years, Sergeant Bronte. It's time to move on.
Haven't met anyone worth moving on with.
Sergeant Bronte, you are strong. You are Dragonkin. The Legion is proud to see you wear our colors. But even the strongest Dragonkin cannot always succeed on his own. You must choose a new bond partner, even if you don't want to.
I don't need anyone. I can take care of myself. I can do my job.
You will never be a true, complete Dragonkin without a bond partner.
And so be it.
Ukko, you will lose your place in the Skyfire Legion. What then? And those voices fade away as you fall deeper into your unconsciousness. Navessa, your turn.
I get him and then I try to shoot him. All right, Navessa, get him. For 1 more damage.
But this time, Mishka can see it.
Yeah. I think I'm less proud of my ability to hit it and more concerned for the well-being of my teammates.
Hey. Another laser bolt splashes against the metal carapace of this drone as it beats the shit out of Ukko. Ukko can spend a resolve point to stabilize this round.
What if I don't use it? Do I just die?
You lose a resolve point, yes.
Oh.
Until you run out, and then you are dead.
No.
Well, then I'll use it to stabilize. I only have 1 more of those. Uh-oh.
So you get a backup character?
You come back from the brink of death, but you're still unconscious. Mishka.
Trick attack. I'm gonna try to hit this stupid thing. 21 to hit, total of 5 damage.
The shot pierces through, sending it spinning through the air a little bit, but it restabilizes. Now it turns its sights on the last one standing, Navessa.
No.
Hitting you for 4 damage. And now it is Navessa's turn.
Get him and shoot him.
Get him and shoot him.
That's how I do.
Alright. That's a 13 hit.
It does not, as the blast just goes barely. If it was a 14, it would have hit.
Barely.
Whizzes past. Bzz.
Well, I would like to try diplomacy. No.
Ukko, you can spend your last resolve point to get 1 HP back and take your turn.
Hell yeah. Last resolve point. Ukko gets up. Ugh. Broken jaw. Spits blood and pulls through the sticky icky. And for a 13, damn it!
Yes, you try to pinata this drone, but it, like, just like a pinata, as you swing, it just goes up in the air like another foot, and you miss.
Mishka's gonna try to move forward, get a clear shot, and do his trick attack again. Maybe he hit. That's only 14 for the trick attack, but 18 to hit for 5 damage.
So the trick attack fails, but the shot connects. You see some sparks and now some smoke coming off of the drone.
It's still up.
Yep, it is still up, and it goes to shoot at Nevessa again. Ukko, you can take an attack of opportunity on it.
I do it. Ukko swings his damn pike again for 22 to hit. 9 piercing damage.
You make a big swing and it goes up like a piñata again, but this time you connect. And instead of candy, just bolts and parts come raining down, and it is the best party you've ever been to.
Oh boy. Alright, maybe we go back to Alberta's and take a rest, yeah? Let's get you over there, big guy.
I take out the tactical knife that I have and basically start scraping the sticky goo off my friends.
Yeah. You're able to cut them free, and you guys hobble your way back over to Abretta's workshop.
Before hobbling, can I take a second to see if any of these guys have any more sticky grenades up in their holes?
They, unfortunately, do not have any grenades in their holes.
Gross.
Can we try to loot for parts to possibly sell to Kresk or even Abretta?
Whatever they are made out of has been rendered pretty useless by your...
Either way, I'll bring scrap metal to Abretta.
Okay, sure. So you are hobbling just like on the verge of death with like a broken jaw, carrying a just armful of just trash. This for Abretta.
How much you give me for this?
Like a cat bringing back a dead mouse.
Here you go. Oh.
You guys go back through the repair bay into Abretta's shop. She sees you come in. She's like, "Oh my god, what happened to y'all?"
Drop those drones in front of her.
And she rushes and gets the first aid kit and comes back and starts patching you guys up as well as she can. And she says, "Now y'all are gonna have to tell me what happened today, but I think you've done enough for now. Y'all need to rest. Take it easy. If y'all die, we're gonna be shit out of luck, so, don't be stupid."
Yes, you did a good job, Ukko. Yes, we were able to kill some of the men at the cemetery, as well as let out some of those weird little monkeys.
I mean, that's more than we've been able to do in weeks, so I'd say it's a good day's work. Come on, I'll go make up the beds for you. And she goes into a spare room in the furthest of the 3 modules that she has, and makes up a couple of cots and puts some comforters and pillows out on the ground for you, Ukko. I don't have a big enough bed for you, but I did my best.
Ukko lays on the sheets and comforter and stuff and just takes a deep breath, gripping his jaw, and just cracks it into place and lays down like, oh.
It's okay, buddy. You take a nap, alright?
No.
If you need anything at all, there's water, there's food in the kitchen. Help yourselves. I'll be around if you need anything, but, you don't need to ask.
Thank you very much, Alberta.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
She backs out of the room, looking at you all very worried as she closes the door behind her. And you guys have a nice full night's rest. Yay! You regain all of your resolve points.
Yay!
You regain 1 hit point.
Woohoo! Yay!
And all of your stamina points.
Woohoo!
The next morning, you guys wake up very abruptly as Abretta comes rushing into the room. They got him! They took him! Get up! Get up!
Who? What? Who?
Jellic! They took Jellic! That damn fool! I told him not to go! He was doing some goddamn sabotage. I told him not to and they caught him. They're gonna kill him! They're gonna kill my Jellic! If you want more Dice Versa, check us out at patreon.com/diceversa. We release bonus content for every episode, like deleted scenes and episode commentary. You'll also join our growing community with access to the Dice Versa Discord server, where you'll get to chat with me and the other players. So come join us. That's patreon.com/diceversa.